Okay, listen, somebody had to do it. So I went and bought and tried, and here I am now. Hello there. Welcome to second edition of Essence Skincare Review. Yes, we're here again today to test out some more Essence Skincare. Actually, not really test out. I've been testing it for like a month and a half, maybe two. So I can give you all the tea on their new product. I give you the swatches, the demos, the reviews, the ingredients, everything all in the package. So let's dive right in. The main thing of the launch this time were two serums in a very cute packaging. I must say I really enjoy this. It's way smaller than the regular one. This one is only 15 milliliters. However, it's pretty practical. I don't really need to have a 30 milliliter serum, to be quite honest, especially when I want to travel with it. It's super cute. You like unscrew the bottom and then you press this top to like drop it down. Super cute. Now, let's start off with the serums, shall we? The first serum I'm going to talk about is the orange one. This is the Essence Daily Drop of Energy Ampoule Face Serum. It's the glow one, the glow boosting serum. And as the color kind of gives away, it is a vitamin C serum. You may or may not know that my skin is not the biggest friend with vitamin C, so I have to be very cautious at which percentage I use it and in which products. But this one is pretty well formulated, so there's not a super high percentage, and it did work really well with my face. Let's talk about it a little bit more, okay? As I already said, you get 15 milliliters of product. The packaging is pretty cute, pretty practical. So what I can tell you from like the user experience with the serum, it is supposed to be like brightening and hydrating, which I would definitely say it is. I've been using it mostly in the morning instead of my regular hydrating serum when I wanted a little bit more vitamin C in my skincare or a little bit more brightening altogether. It is very lightweight. I really like the texture of this product. It is super lightweight, it sinks in really quickly, and it doesn't leave any weird residues or any stinging in the face, which sometimes vitamin C products can do. So I was very happy with it when it comes to the user experience. Now it is, of course, it's very affordable because the amount of product you get is not quite the standard 30 milliliter. I was kind of hoping that they did some kind of magic in the formulation and made it a little bit better. However, there's not really all too much to this serum. It's actually pretty basic. So when it comes to the ingredients, as I already said, you have the vitamin C, you also have glycerin and hyaluronic acid from the hydrating department. And the last ingredient that's kind of like noteworthy is the allantoin, which is kind of like a calming, soothing ingredient. Really pretty basic brightening and hydrating serum. Nothing too bad about it. When it comes to the less good ingredients, there is alcohol in the formula, but it's quite low in the ingredients list, so I can only assume if it is like a preservative or not. I do not know, but I did not feel any irritation or any drying effects on my skin. And there's also fragrance in the product. As it's kind of usual with Essence skincare products, they do have fragrance sometimes, but it smells pretty pleasant and is nothing overly strong. But my skin is not irritated when I use fragrance products, so I cannot really give you any feedback on that. But I would definitely recommend it as like a good hydrating, slightly brightening, super basic serum for pretty much any skin really. If you can take vitamin C, or if you just want to test it out, how it kind of suits into your routine, this is like a nice product to start with, I would say. I was really pleasantly surprised with this one. And now we can move on to its purple sister, which is the Daily Drop of Beauty Sleep Ampoule Face Serum, which is supposed to be soothing. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. We have the same packaging, the same amount of product, so it's again the 15 milliliters. This serum is kind of, as it indicates with the color and the soothing thing, it is lavender scented pretty heavily. Yeah, I'm not like the biggest fan of lavender, but I can kind of tolerate it in some forms. But if we talk about just the product as is, it is very similar to the texture of the vitamin C serum, so it is very lightweight, it absorbs really quickly, it doesn't leave any film on the skin. So yeah, I was again pretty happy with it when it comes to like the user experience standpoint. Now when it comes to the ingredients, this one is also supposed to be like primarily hydrating and soothing. So we also have, our tried and true glycerin and hyaluronic acid. On top of that, we also have aloe, which, as you know, is supposed to be soothing, right? And kind of calming and hydrating as well. Of course, because it's kind of lavendery scented, you know there's gotta be lavender extract and lavender oil in the formula. The lavender extract is actually pretty high up, so maybe if you're sensitive to that, you know, just be cautious. And the lavender oil can be quite irritating to the skin. I didn't experience any irritation, but just in case your skin has problems with that, that's something to note. Another thing that I found in the ingredients list was also lactic acid, but it was pretty low, so I wouldn't necessarily say that this is like an exfoliating serum. I don't think so. And then we also have witch hazel, which is not only soothing but also antioxidant, and it's also antibacterial. I also found alcohol in the formula pretty low in the ingredients list, so we can again assume it's just a preservative, but we don't really know 100%. Again, I didn't find it to be irritating or drying or anything. I just found it to be a very good hydrating serum, mostly for the nighttime. For some reason, I just don't reach for lavender scented products during the day, but I would say that it was very nice, and using it was like pretty well fitting into my routine. Those serums are super basic, so really if you want just something really basic and hydrating, I would definitely say these are like a good choice. Either if you want like a more brightening one, I would definitely go for the vitamin C, and if you think that your skin needs a little bit more, you know, like calming down, a little bit more soothing, I would go for this one. Really depends on your skin, but both of these are very good, pretty much the same texture and pretty much like the same user experience. Yeah, I would recommend these. I think those are actually pretty good, and I would appreciate more versions of this because I really like the packaging and I think they're very cute. This launch was actually pretty like serum heavy, so I have a third serum to add into the mix. And this is the Essence Skin Lovin Sensitive Face Serum, which is supposed to be moisturizing, it's non-comedogenic, and also has aloe vera. This is what it looks like. This one is kind of from like their sensitive skin suitable range of products. So this wasn't really launched with like all of the skincare, but this was kind of like separately on the side with all the skin loving products, which I actually quite like. What we have here is something a little bit different. You do have the standard serum packaging. It is at the similar price point as the two other serums, but you get 30 milliliters of product. So this one has a larger amount. It is supposed to be moisturizing, as I said, and also non-comedogenic, which is something that I really appreciate because my pores are easily congested, so that's a good thing for me. When it comes to the ingredients, you do have aloe, you also have sunflower seed oil, and you have allantoin. So there are no hydrators in terms of like, you know, hyaluronic acid or polyglutamic acid or anything that like attracts the moisture, but just more ingredients that are kind of soothing and like keeping the moisture in the skin. Okay, one thing I would also like to note that this product is not fragranced, so if your skin is really easily irritated by fragrance, you can go for this one, no worries. Another thing is that this is actually quite a thick serum. Maybe you can see it in the clip, but it is very hard to pick it up with a pipette. It almost has a texture of a moisturizer. It doesn't really like linger on as a moisturizer. It doesn't like leave a film or anything, but it is like pretty thick to start with, which was kind of a little bit discouraging for me at first, but then I kind of got used to it and I actually quite enjoy it. One thing about it though is that it's not as hydrating as other hydrating serums that I have. So maybe if you have like really dry skin, this is not gonna do it. So yeah, if you don't mind thicker formulas, if your skin is sensitive, and also if you don't need like super hydrating ingredients, this is a really nice serum. Again, like a nice starting point if you don't know what to add into your routine, you just want something like simple to add as a treatment. I would say not bad at all. I just wasn't like super wowed by it. Maybe if it was a little bit more hydrating, I would be, you know, happier with it. Yeah, but I'm like halfway through, so I did clearly quite enjoy using it and I will continue to use it further on. Next one is a product I actually did talk about in one of my previous videos, and I did kind of say that it's like a Glow Recipe Dew Drops dupe, which is true in some aspects of it. You can check out the video if you want. But this is the Hello Good Stuff Glow Serum Primer. Now we're moving on to the good old Hello Good Stuff range, where they launch majority of their skincare. And this time we have 3 products. This is the Glow Serum Primer, which is supposed to be hydrating and smoothing, and also has watermelon water and niacinamide. This is a good product. I actually really enjoy using it. Again, it is like their kind of standard moisturizer packaging. You have 30 milliliters of product. It is cute, it is pink. What I like about it the most is that it is a very decent primer. It is like, today we have this trend of like super sticky gripping primers. This one is a little bit on like the less grip and more hydration side, which I'm not mad at at all. It is a really nice primer. It's super lightweight, it sinks in really well, and it just, I don't know, I feel like it does help my makeup stay on longer, just like majority of my primers, because I really need a good hydration, especially on my cheeks and my forehead, to make my foundation look good for a longer period of time. So from that standpoint, yes, I like this as a primer very much. It does make your skin quite glowy. Not quite as glowy as the Watermelon Dew Drops from Glow Recipe, but it does give you like a really nice sheen to the skin, looking healthy without any glitter or anything. When it comes to the actual ingredients, it is fragranced again, so just beware, but once again, it's not like a strong fragrance. It's probably just a little bit of the watermelon, I guess. Other ingredients in the formula are, as I already said, niacinamide and the watermelon fruit water. Then we also have glycerin, vitamin E, and orange peel oil. So really there's nothing like, you know, too extraordinary. There's nothing to like substitute your skincare for, but it's, you know, it's nice. I do like niacinamide in my skincare and in my primers because it still kind of works as magic, even if it's on your face in a form of a primer. Really putting niacinamide on your face at any point in the day is good in my book. So I would definitely recommend this primer. If you're looking for something hydrating and pretty basic and kind of glowy a little bit, yeah. Okay, next we have a moisturizer. We haven't had a moisturizer in a while, and this is like a real one. This is like in a pot. This is exciting. So this is, again, Hello Good Stuff. Their Moussy Face Moisturizer, which is supposed to be a hydrating gel with banana water. Did I know that bananas can produce water? No, but now I know. So yeah, it does look gorgeous. It's like this yellow, very pale yellow cream, which looks pretty thick, but is actually not thick at all. Like, looks can be really deceiving with moisturizers, especially these ones in like the pots, because they sometimes look a little heavy, but they're really not, or the other way around. And this one kind of has the first case where you look at it and you think like, oh, this is gonna be like super creamy, but it's actually not. It's super lightweight. So I was pretty surprised by that, to be honest. One thing that I have with it is that I just don't really like things that smell like banana. It's just like my thing. I do not enjoy putting banana scented stuff on my face. I didn't know about that until I got the moisturizer, and now I know. However, it is very lightweight formula and I really enjoy it. It does give you like this nice hydrating, almost like a water cream effect, where you do look kind of dewy and pretty like, you know, healthy and really hydrating. So your skin is going to be nicely hydrated after this. Like, I'm super fussy with my morning moisturizers, but this is usable even for me as a morning moisturizer. So it is really, really lightweight, which I really like. But the bananas, the damn bananas. The moisturizer comes in this little pot. You get 50 milliliters of product, which is actually very decent. Now let's look at the ingredients. So we have glycerin, we have soybean oil, we have panthenol, we also have sunflower seed oil, vitamin E, and of course all of the fruits. So you have the banana water, is it? No. We have the banana flower water, which is the thing that they kind of lied about on the packaging. Then we also have carrot extract, which is an antioxidant. And lastly, we have the orange peel oil. So there's quite a lot of stuff going on, and yeah, also it is quite fragranced. This one has more like fragrance ingredients than the rest of the products I talked about. So maybe if you're really sensitive to that, skip this moisturizer. And the last but not least, we have a face mist. Of course, they had to come out with another spray. This is the Hello Good Stuff Happy Bliss Face Spray, which is supposed to make you feel energized and hydrated with citrus fruit extracts. First of all, smells amazing. Smells exactly as you would expect, like a big mix of citruses. Pretty good move for the summer, I must say. I quite enjoy it. The mist is the same as on any other thing they have. You get 50 milliliters of product, which is pretty standard for this one. I do like the mist, I do like the scent, so if you are into face mists, sure, why not? It does smell really nice. It kind of smells like a grapefruit for the most part, which I really like. It does contain grapefruit and orange peel oil and some different fruit waters and extracts. So yeah, there's a lot of fruits in this. And again, it's also fragranced, as these sprays usually are. So again, beware. I mean, I always like their sprays, but mostly I like them because of the ingredients. Like the herbal one is still my favorite because it actually does stuff. This one is more just like a, you know, yeah, it's hot, it's summer, let's spray some citrusy stuff on my face. Which also, again, nothing wrong with that. It's just not especially my use case, you know? So those were the new Stix Essence skincare products that we have. Honestly, I just love doing these reviews because the cheap skincare just always has something to like surprise me with. and to offer that's just new and kind of fun, like those cute serum packagings. I love those. That is kind of it. Today we didn't really have like a failure. It was mostly my failure that I hate banana scented skincare. Some of these products are a little bit underwhelming though, so if I were to recommend anything from this video, I would definitely go for the 2 daily drop of something serums. Those are probably the best from this whole range. And then I'm also a pretty big fan of the primer if you're looking for a nice hydrating primer that's good for the summer. Otherwise, the products are, yeah, they're good, they're nice, but they're not like a must-have. That is actually it. So thank you very much for watching. Consider subscribing. And if you want to see more videos where I talk about skincare and I review it and stuff like that, you can check out the playlist. See ya!